Okay, so Allison, I would try creating a sketch in this plane and extruding it that way if you want to follow that curvature. So let me take a shot at that. So we'll do sketch, start a new sketch. We'll pick this surface. I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna go normal, or Control 8 would have worked too. And then I'm gonna use some entities. So I'm gonna do convert entities. I'm gonna pick this edge and this edge. Check out of there. So now those are sketch entities. Then I'm going to do offset this guy, and I'm going to make it 6 inches. So that looks good. So that's the thickness of my cushion. And then I'm going to do a line from here at some strange angle like that, just to give me something to extend to for this line. So now I'm going to do a trim corner, and I'm going to pick this line and this line, and that will extend that line that we created or that we copied from the other geometry there. And that line's blue. We're gonna have to take care of that in a minute. Now I'm going to come back here. I'm going to do trim. I'm going to trim corner trim that and that together, and now it shades. So it's a closed perimeter at this point. So it's a good sketch except for that blue curve right there. So now I'm going to come back here. This point is the center of that curve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this line and that point, and I'm going to say coincident. And so that's going to drive it through that center. Now it looks like it's on that point there. So but that's a little bit deceiving because we're going to go set you have a dimension, I think, on your cushion height. So it just happens to be in that same location right now because of the way we constructed that geometry. But I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to create a dimension. There and there, maybe? I don't know if that's going to work. Huh. Okay, well, let me try something different. I'm going to bail out of there first. I'm going to do Control Z to undo that. I'm going to go back and I'm going to create that dimension here. Let's see if that works. No, that doesn't work either. Okay, so I'm going to delete this line. So this line actually needs to be, it can't start at either of those endpoints for the use edge curves that we made, those convert entities curves. So I got to make the line further up like that. Then I'm going to go do my corner trim from here to here also. Okay, and now that point is unconstrained too. So I'm going to go back and put my dimension here to here. This is your 20-inch dimension. It just happens to be close to that, but I'm going to type that in. Okay, so now that's controlled, and then I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to do I'm going to pick that line and that point, that center of that curve, and I'm going to call those coincident. So that gives some angular constraint to that kind of makes sense. We also could have added an angle dimension in there, but so now you've got a closed perimeter. So your sketch turned, shaded blue. There are no blue edges, which is good, and you've got dimensions that make sense based on your sketches. So I'm going to check out of that. Then I'm going to center click, and I can rotate my model a little bit, and then my sketch is already highlighted. If it was gray, I would go highlight my sketch. I'm going to go features, extrude. I'm going to make it 35 and flip sides because you want it going in, right? And then I'm going to check out of that. So that's my cushion. Now these are printing pretty small, so some of these details that you're putting in here you don't necessarily need. I don't know that I would even include like the curvature on the couch because I don't know that that's even really going to print well. You're printing this, fairly small if you think about the models that I showed in class. The feet may also be a little bit of an issue too because they're going to be overhanging. So I would say you're probably going to want to print that standing up like this, and the undersides of those feet are probably going to they're probably going to sag. So if anything, you may want to either take those out or just make them a single long extrusion that way, or yeah, that's what I would say. I would say you probably want to either delete them or make them one long extrusion. I think you're probably better off just making the whole couch a little thicker and deleting those out so that you get your dimensions correct. So, okay, I hope that helps.